Let's begin. From my side, I finally got all my tests up and running, merged the latest branch into it, and will ship you the Docker image soon-ish. And I would ask you to run the tests carefully because there were extremely large amount of fixes and merges and remerges. So if you could test also the old stuff, it would be good. And of course, all the things that are now fixed in Trello should be in there. So yeah, sorry for long delay, but we had a little bit of the merge hell, and now we finally fixed it.
So is there a new container?
I think in like 30 minutes it will be out there.
Okay.
And I saw that there was large discussion on this week. So if you could highlight what happened on the chat, it would be really, really appreciated.
It's about the base fee that we want to, the blob base fee in the what went in the production in the mainnet just a couple of weeks ago is that there's a blob base fee, which is kind of like named wrongly because there's a base fee per gas. So we feel that it should be named similarly. So now there's a pull request that would change it to the blob base fee.
I have a
base fee per blob lags. Yeah.
I was looking at it and my head went a little bit crazy because it is always here using like snake case, and it is mainly camel case in all of our APIs. So my question would be, do we want to keep it with this underscores? Is it from some RPCs, or can we keep it camel case as we usually do?
So that is just about the spec, not about our spec. I mean, in their spec, they're using the camel case or the snake. Well, I don't know what it's called. The underscale is the snake case.
Yeah, I don't remember, but the basic idea is, do they have RPC, any RPC calls bound to this snake case?
There's the blob-based fee, the ETH blob-based fee, I think, which is a bit annoying that exists now. But I guess, is there a ETH base fee as well? No, that's you have to get the block to get the base fee, so it's a bit different.
So there's the 4844 or whatever number it was spec itself, which I think in those specs they usually use underscores, though it really depends on who's writing it. That is unrelated to what ends up in the RPCs. The RPCs always end up with, I forget whether it's snake or camel, but they don't necessarily match the casing that's in the spec itself, if that makes sense. So this is to say that we can have, we should have ETH simulate match the RPC, the standard RPC casing, whatever that is, regardless of what the 4844 spec says. And that's normal behavior for how this process works.
All right.
Out of curiosity, can someone remind me, is JSON RPC for Ethereum usually snake or camel? It's been a while.
At least in our one, it is usually camel.
Okay, I believe it's Nethermind matches Geth for the parameters and whatnot, so I'm guessing that means they're both camel.
That would be bad if the RPC would be, some of them would be camel and some would be snake.
Yes.
So
yeah. So what we'll match, we'll have ETH simulate match whatever the standard is. So it sounds like camel, and it's okay that doesn't match 4844.
But I hope they will change that. But I don't know how difficult it could change now afterwards. I guess now it's on some teams list, so I don't know what that means.
Are you talking about the changes that G11 proposed?
Yeah.
Yeah, so my guess is, it sounds like there's no pushback on that. So that one might actually go through to get the renames of those variables to blob, have blob included.
I am quite surprised if there's no pullback, because some of the things will break, I guess, because they have been using the wrong names, unless they will make it so that the both names are there.
So I think that nothing actually uses those yet, does it? Like there's no communication. There's no communication between clients that uses any of those. Like just something in your code that you would refer to.
Yeah,
am I wrong on that?
There's the eat blob get. There's the one blob eat method that will get, but I guess we don't propose to change that. But I don't really care if that's not changed. But yeah, of course, it would be better.
I think the key is you just propose your spec change right around when everybody's exhausted from pushing to get a release out, and then no one will push back on your proposal. So like, I'm just too tired.
It sounds like U.S. government getting some random rule through, and you just package it with the others.
Sure. Throw it in as pork with something else.
But I guess after we get this through, then we could propose to get that get blob what is the blob fee per get base fee per blob gas. That there would be that kind of method, but it could be also get blob base fee. That's a bit confusing that it's named differently than it's in that method, but yeah, it's still quite different kind of method.
I'm afraid that will be harder to rename the method if people are already using it.
Yeah, but you could create a new method and then deprecate that old one. And do we have any other updates?
Not much from me. Didn't do a lot of simulate stuff last week, but I don't know if there is also a lot to do on my end.
There is no at the moment. I think now when the Nethermind is kind of further along, then I will do more testing, and then I probably will find some bug in the get if there's going to be some mismatches.
You could release to mainnet.
Oh yeah, that's
or
one
release
easy
to
one.
mainline. I mean,
yeah, I mean, ideally we should freeze the spec before we merge.
Yeah. I've been out for a while. Have we made any significant changes to the spec recently?
Last week.
Oh, okay.
But we're just renaming of a couple of things, and then one unit convert to 64 is just 256. So quite small ones, but yeah, they're still somewhat breaking.
Yeah. Okay.
The naming one is quite breaking. If they would be.
Well, my guest server ran out of its 1.8 terabyte drive, and so I wiped the database and started over. So we have until that runs out of disk space again. I think my Nethermind server also is going to run out of disk space, and so hopefully I can. This will be the last time I have to wipe it before I can just outsource to some third party. But I need to get into the main clients to do that. That's why I want it.
Yeah, hopefully soon.
Is the get changes reviewed by or the get developers, so they would be kind of easy to get? So there's no missing processes for those.
Usually reviewed by 2 people. But yeah, I mean, now-ish is a good time because the hard fork is over. So like we are merging more stuff. Like I had one big PR merged last week. So there's more appetite for getting big changes in.
Actually, is this change done in get that we renamed the validator index from camel case to that? Or I wonder was it like that in get before it was just a bug in the spec and it didn't change the get?
We were on camel case, I believe.
Okay. So that was just a bug in the spec. Okay, so kind of we didn't change anything. And then I removed the blob base fee from the header because it wasn't part of there. And I guess get wasn't returning that anyway because it wasn't there for long.
The blob base fee.
Yeah, so when it's
I think
returning, then I added that we are also returning the blob base fee as in the block, but then I removed that as it wasn't actually part of the block.
So where it is now?
You can set it, but it's not returned as an object. So that's because it's not part of the header. You can override block base fee, but you cannot see what it is for the block.
Right.
Okay, then we'll need to remove it from at least our implementation.
You are returning it?
Currently, yes. Probably I read your standard like when I implemented it 2 or 3 weeks ago when I implemented
Yeah,
that.
I added it there because I thought it was a part of the header, but then Sina said it's not there, so then I removed it.
Right. So wait, I haven't renamed it though yet. So we have blob base fee as input,
Yeah,
but it's called blob base fee.
it's blob base fee per gas. That's the new one.
Blob base fee per gas.
Or no, base fee. What's it called? Oh yeah, it is that yeah, because we are waiting for that thing, and I think we should keep it at what it is at the moment, unless they change it in the spec.
Okay. Yeah.
So that's maybe something that we still need to do the change if we can get that change through. But I don't know what's the timeline. Is it someone going to discuss about it? It's on the team's list here, but I'm not sure exactly what does it mean that it's there. They want to move that spec to final, but then there's it's listed there as a clarification. So maybe it's coming there or not, but yeah, let's wait for it.
Okay.
Has Lucas had time to look at the validator differences and the validation mode?
Not really. Oleg, maybe you can do that because it looked like I wanted to bring that.
Yeah,
We
I
wait.
think as soon as we'll push today's Docker image, we'll be able to look at them. And now we have like cleared out the basic things that definitely happen before the block is published. So we know for sure what happens to each transaction, in what order, and it will be like fast right out. So I'll do it probably later today, all right? And you'll be able all to look at it.
Sounds good. Have you been running the test if there are more matching with get with even the hash level?
Not yet. We have not done that yet.
Okay. Well, I guess we don't have anything else.
Yeah. Thank you all, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah.
This one.
Thanks.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.